Hello, everybody. Jeez. Welcome to stream. Welcome to the Monday stream. How are you guys doing today? I'm not that great today. Honestly, I was pretty close to canceling stream multiple times today, but I decided not to. Decided to just push through everything and be live for you guys. Hello, Debs. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope the weather over there is calmed down a little bit. Yeah, my weekend wasn't super great either. If you guys were here, those of you who were here last week, I think either on Thursday or Friday, or both, now I mentioned I had the theme park trip this weekend, and it didn't go so great. I had a fun time being there with Mana. It was nice to spend some time there with them. However, unfortunately, mostly due to the weather, the stay had to be cut a little short, and weather kind of put a damper on everything. Probably for the opposite reason that a lot of people would assume. You know, you hear people say, "Oh, something was ruined by the weather. We had to cut it short because of the weather." You think storms and you know, lightning and things like that, but it was actually the opposite problem. It was so hot on Saturday, which the forecast showed, but yeah, it was so hot that day. Mana and I spent pretty much our entire time in the water park. And right away I knew that it wasn't going to be super pleasant because the park itself opened at 10, the water park opened at 11, and we were there like waiting for it to open. Not the entire time, thankfully, only for like maybe a minute or two. But the second we got in the water, it wasn't hot, but it was definitely, oh, this isn't comfortably cool. It was just kind of lukewarm. Like, it was, you know, it was still nice to be in the water. Both Mana and I very much so like being in the water and swimming and things like that. But it definitely wasn't as, like I said, refreshing, I guess, as it could have been. And then, so we were in kind of like the wave pool for a little bit. Got something to eat. Kind of went back, and then, you know, I was like, I want to go on some rides. So we got in line for one, and we were in line for about an hour, went on the ride and everything. But just in that hour that we were waiting in line, no less than 4 people, just in our line, I don't mean like throughout the entirety of the park, 4 people in the same line that we were either lost consciousness or needed to seek immediate medical attention because of the heat, because of heat exhaustion. So that was kind of already the warning sign, and you know, as I've stated before, and it's a tag on the channel, you know, like, I have an anxiety disorder, so I was kind of already worrying, but there just was something kind of nagging at me of like, as soon as we get off this ride, I have to go back and check on my guy. And I did have a message from him when I went back and checked my phone. Thankfully, it was only, I had missed it by like 2 minutes. But he had basically messaged me and said that he wasn't feeling good, he wasn't feeling right. So I just got a hold of him, which of course took a bit because I'm in the middle of a theme park. Cell reception isn't exactly that great. And, just instructed him, wherever you are, either sit down at the closest shaded place you are or get into some air conditioning, whichever's easier. Get a drink, sit, rest, I'm gonna come find you. I met up with them, excuse me. I did my job, but I still put it in his hands. I was like, are you feeling up for just kind of sitting, resting, and feeling a little better? Or is this like, you're done, you want to go home? And he already, he was basically only going to the park just to get out of the house. He didn't do any rides, he didn't go in the water, he didn't do anything. He just wanted something to do that day, just to get out of the house for a bit. And of course, being the sweet guy that he is, he was like, well, I'm kind of done, but I don't want to, because we drove with a couple other clients, my wife included, and he was like, well, I don't want to ruin their day or make them go home if they're not ready yet. And Holden Shadow, hello. How's my day so far? Not great. Neither was the weekend, kind of going over things. Not entirely sure how long stream's going to be today. But anyways, he was like, well, I don't want to ruin their time, and I just had to be like, bud, yeah, we are here and we are having fun, but we are here for you guys. That's why we're here. We're here for you. If you do not want to be here anymore and would rather go home, one way or another, I will make that happen. We will figure things out. He was like, well, all right, I feel bad, but yeah, I'm not feeling too good. So I was just like, okay. Called Mana, basically told him, and we just, her guys were basically done, and also not, it wasn't a good idea for everybody to be out that day. So I took my guy to the first aid station just to, he didn't even get checked or nothing. He just, like I said, just to sit in some air conditioning. Waited for Mana to show up with one of her guys that was with us, which took about 20 or so minutes. And as soon as they came in, I saw it on Mana's face too, and they were like, I was like, are we ready to go? And they were like, no, I need to sit down. So after they took some time to recover from the heat, all of us met up. We got, we finished up everything, made sure everyone was good, and then we headed home. And I wasn't feeling good the rest of the day either. Took me a little while to recover from that too. So that was Saturday. A day that was supposed to be long and fun, and just ended up being miserable and potentially dangerous for everybody. Thankfully, by Sunday, by the next day when I went back into work, my guy was fine. No need for any worry or anything like that. He rested up, said he felt perfectly fine. So that was the weekend. So it was a bit of a dampener on that day, but whatever. And today, I guess technically yesterday, but I don't know. I'm how do I put this? I'm not I'm mad and I'm upset, but more at me than anybody. Just I'm not gonna. How do I say this? I want to explain it, but I don't want it to sound like I'm making excuses or anything like that. Basically, if you're in the Discord, you probably saw yesterday that I posted a picture of me holding like a juvenile rabbit in my house. Of course, everyone was like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing with that thing?" And I just said that I would explain today on stream, which I will. But we also have a Discord, and by we, there's a Discord server that is just for, like, my friends and I, like a very specific, like, friend circle. And I posted the picture there too, and, oh no, is the rabbit okay? Yes, it is. The rabbit I was holding, perfectly fine. Like I said, I'll get to it and I'll explain everything. Well, at least he was fine the last time I saw him. I'll put it that way. Again, I'll explain. Basically, so I posted that picture on the stream Discord, the menagerie. And then I posted it in our friends group as well. Again, no explanation. I just kind of posted the picture. And of course, same thing. Like, one of my friends, who is also a very dedicated person to the channel. I don't think you're here right now, but I'm sure one way or another we'll see this. They, I posted the picture of the rabbit, and they were just like, they asked what it was about. I don't want to misquote. I'm not going to read it, like, verbatim necessarily, but I do want to get the correct context here. Yeah, he just asked why I had a rabbit, and I essentially alluded to the same thing, that, like, oh, well, I'll be, talking about it tomorrow on stream. What I'm going to get at is I shouldn't have done that. Because it is shitty of me to try and continuously... I don't want to say continuously, because it's not like I'm doing it all the fucking time. In my defense about it too, but, like, I basically was incentivizing my friend group to come to stream, and that's really not necessary. I was just in that space of, trying to make this as successful as possible, trying to get as many people here as possible, but also, wanting people I know and my friends to be here too, because I like them and I like their presence, and it would be fun to have them here. So I always, that friend group was always one of the places just kind of on my checklist of places to, like, post the link to stream whenever I go live. But I'm gonna stop doing that, because, like I said, it isn't fair of me to continuously try and incentivize my friends to be here, because I know if they wanted to be, they would, And that also isn't me saying that I feel like they don't want to be here. As I've had to tell other people before too, um, and I still hold by this even though, I'm on this side of it now. Your friends do not owe you their support in anything. Like, it is nice, but if it is something that is outside of their interests or just not possible for them because of their schedule versus yours, that should be enough. Again, you should always support your friends, but it that friend also needs to recognize that it may not be the exact type of support that maybe they're wishing for. So, obviously for me, yeah, it would be nice if every single one of my friends that knew I streamed showed up to my streams. But that's not realistic. And I've even said, like, I don't expect them to. I really don't. I don't expect all of my friends to be at every single stream, to be donating or subbing or doing any of that stuff if it's not within their power, or like I said, not within their interest. I don't take that personally either. If one of them, if a conversation came up where I went to one of my friends and was like, yeah, I'm streaming today, blah blah blah, you should come on by, and they just said, yeah, I like either just, I don't like streaming doesn't interest me, Twitch doesn't interest me, like it's just boring to me, I don't really like it. Or if they even said like, yeah, I've checked out your stream once or twice and it's nothing personal, I just don't really click with it. Okay, you have to accept that, and you can't be mad at them for that. And I never have been. Just always that small sadness or disappointment that like, oh, that sucks, like I would like you there, but I also understand not being there. Long story short, I've been pushing my stream, I think, a little too much. I got too in that mode of the game, the numbers game, and that isn't fair to my friends. They shouldn't have to put up with that, and they shouldn't have to feel incentivized to be here. And it did kind of take me a long time today to realize that I was mad at myself and I wasn't mad at them with the conversations I had with a couple of them. So, if any of you are there, yeah, don't take this as a reactionary, petty, like, I'm not saying, oh, I'm not going to post there anymore because it doesn't make a difference, blah, blah, blah. It's just, I just probably shouldn't. Like, especially since, this community does have a Discord. Like, if they were interested in anything about stream, there is a place they can go. And that's either here on stream or in the Discord. I don't need to be bringing it into spaces where it doesn't need to be. So, that is that. That is the best way I can think to phrase it. So, there we go. So, besides all that kind of personal drama shit, the rabbit. For those of you who are here, who maybe have no idea what I'm talking about, actually, I meant to do this before stream and just forgot. Let me go get the picture that I'm talking about. But I can set up the story. I'll start telling the story up to the point where I took the picture. Hopefully it'll take about that long. So yesterday, Came home from work, started doing some house chores, one of which was laundry. I know, I just felt the cat. Oh, hello, Winterbee. Hello, bee. Hello, bee. Oh. Chad always likes it when you're on stream. Yeah, so, you know, personal drama stuff aside, you know, again, to anyone who... Thanks for the gift! A little bit delayed there on the notification for that, Streamlabs. Thank you. Dart, thank you for the gifted sub. I'm the one here who's supposed to be sitting here apologizing to you. And you're gifting subs. I don't know what you heard. I don't know what you missed. But anyways, so started doing laundry yesterday, and our washer and dryer are down in our basement. But oh, you want to go? Okay. The ceiling of our basement is just a little higher than where the ground is. So in two different spots, we actually have windows that look out into the backyard. But the windows are actually a little underground. And not that half the window is covered in dirt, but on those two windows there are these metal, like aluminum, I don't really even know what to call them. They're basically these pieces of metal that form these little open areas in the ground. One of which is for all of our, like, heating and air stuff to come down into. And then the other one is where our dryer vents to. And so I'm in front of the machines doing laundry, and I hear this skittering noise. And I look up, and in this little area, it's about... probably about a foot to a foot and a half deep, is this young little jackrabbit stuck in there. He wasn't able to get out. He, must have just fallen in there and gotten stuck. So I sorry, I just saw another picture that I posted. Where did I post that? Did I just post that to chat? I did. So I finished up the laundry, went out to the backyard, tried to use, a couple different things to get him out, so, so that I wasn't hurting him or touching him or anything. But it wasn't really working. Like, I tried, like, a broom to kind of, like, scoop him and sweep him out of there, but it wasn't working. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna have to grab this little guy. And the entire time I was trying to help him, he kept just running back and forth along, like, the length of this basin, I guess. Okay, I got the picture up, so I'll wait till I get to the moment where I took the picture. So anyways, he's running back and forth, and I can hear, like, these very solid thunks every time he does it. But I time it just right, and I managed to grab him without hurting him. And I got him in one hand, and of course he's like flailing around trying to get out. So I just start trying to calm him down, and he does. He eventually, like, he stopped struggling. He calmed down. He even, like, had his eyes closed for a couple seconds. But the poor little thing, he was so scared and just trying to get out. That thunking that I heard, like, as I looked at him, and you can't see it in the photo, thankfully, but his whole, like, the front of his face, like his nose and everything, were bloody. Like, he had just basically was just slamming his face into each side trying to get out. Of course he was scared. First he was stuck in an unknown location, and then some kind of scary hairless giant hunts him. No, for sure. I completely understand, because I, like, yeah, like, the whole time I was, like, putting myself in his situation and being like, even if I was stuck in a pit, if some thing 100 times my size came down and just scooped me up out of it, I'd probably be a little, you know, terrified about that too. But anyways, so I got him, and I'll actually go ahead and put up the picture now. Yeah, it's like basically being picked up by a titan. Like, I would be terrified. Everything in this dude's DNA was telling him that, you know, everything in the world is trying to kill you and or eat you. Not that those things are, you know, mutually exclusive. Alright, where is it? There it is. God damn. PC's being a little slow today, guys. I know why. I've had Minecraft open since before stream started, and boy, is that taking a lot of memory. Here he is. So here's the little guy. He looks so angry in this picture. But yeah, so I scooped him up. And again, I saw how his face was. And I wanted to try and at least, like, give him some water, maybe even clean up his face a little bit. An intrinsic thing is that guinea pigs have a special sound when they live with humans. They don't make it when in the wild. A lot of I can't remember if it was debunked or anything, but a lot of people used to say that about cats and meowing. That, like, oh, you'll never hear a stray cat really meow. It's only house cats that meow because they're trying to communicate with you because you make noise all the time. And I can see the logic in that, but I've also seen plenty of stray cats that won't shut the fuck up, even when it's, like, not, like, in heat or anything, like, to do with that. They can be real fucking noisy. So, I had this little guy. Like I said, I wanted to give him some water or something before I sent him off, so I brought him inside just to also cool off. I didn't know how long he'd been down there. So just to get him out of the heat for a moment, and while I was getting some water filled up and to cool it down, that's when I got my phone and took this picture and posted it to Discord and everything. So yeah, got some water in, like, a little cup. Took him back outside, tried to, like, clean him up, but he, of course, you know, like, he wasn't having it. I tried to, you know, get him some water, but he just wanted to leave. So I took him to a safe patch of grass because I was also out there to mow the lawn, and the last thing I fucking wanted was to save this guy's life and set him free just to accidentally run him over with my goddamn lawnmower. So I took him to where I wasn't going to mow, and I knew my neighbors weren't either because I saw they had just mowed their lawn. And I just let him go. And of course, like, I set him down, and he just stayed there. So I, like, gave him a couple taps, and he would, like, hop once and then just stay there. And eventually I got him going enough to where he ran off. So, that's basically the end of that. I found a tiny rabbit in a like a pit in my backyard that he was unable to get out of. So I scooped him out of there, gave him some water, or tried to give him some water, cooled him down a little bit in the AC, took the picture, and then sent him on his way. So that's it. That's the whole fucking story, and what made like a whole mess with like one or two people that it really shouldn't have. And like I said, it was my fault for doing it in the first place. But besides all that, that's my rabbit story that I was building up so much to. Sunday was fun. Sunday was fun because you know, it was just a fine enough day. Like I went into work a little later than usual, just as a recovery from Saturday. So Mon and I took the morning to go and get some breakfast. And you know, just took some time with each other. Went to work for you know, a little bit of a shorter day. Came home. We got our dinner, got our snacks, came home, got really torched, and watched Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls together. And then went to bed. No, I'm sorry, that was Saturday night. I was getting my days mixed up. Last night, because last night I was watching Pay Money Wubby's stream. Forgot that was yesterday. Excuse me, what? To which part? Because it was Saturday. Like, we got home, we were exhausted, we were stressed out from the day, so we got really high. Went and got some food, some snacks. Came home, watched Ace Ventura super high together. Oh, you got torched. No. This is just a oh, what do they call it? Trying to think of a word. It's what you call words in a language that are more conversational. Jesus Christ, I can't think of the word. A saying, like a word that is a very like informal way of saying something else, like basically like something that's a synonym, but you're only going to hear it in like very specific conversation. Oh my god, I'm blanking on this right now. My head has not been great today. I feel like it starts with a G. Yes. Okay. Well, I colloquial, I guess. this is so not worth it. Figured it out. The word I was looking for. Let's try that again. The word I was looking for. Slang. Slang is the word I was trying to think of. I knew there was a G involved, but for some reason my brain kept saying that it was at the beginning. No. So, torched is a slang word in America for consuming cannabis, for getting high. But usually specifically for, like, cannabis. Like, you wouldn't... People who use harder drugs, cocaine, crack, meth, those sorts of things, you wouldn't say... You wouldn't say, like, people high on that were like, oh, they were torched. Like, it's usually only referred to with marijuana. And I think because, generally speaking, the way to consume marijuana is by smoking it. And so that's where, like, I think that came from. But the same can be used for essentially any way you get high off of THC. So, like, Mana and I, like, we eat edibles, but, like, we'll still say, like, that we got torched. So apologies for the mild panic that may have given you. But yeah, torched, baked, those are usually the big ones. Hold on. I know there's gotta be a ton. Slang for getting high on weed. Stoned, baked, ripped, toasted. Higher than a bat's ass. Baked beans. Putting on a green sweater. Faded. You know what's weird? That I've at least, like, again, maybe it's more of like a regional thing, but I have never heard someone refer to being high as like, oh, I was so faded yesterday. But I know the term cross-faded. Learned that one pretty quick. Cross-faded is very specifically when you are drunk and high at the same time. I've only been cross-faded like maybe once or twice, and that's because I hate it. Not necessarily how I feel at the time, more of just afterwards. Like, I hardly ever got a hangover when I drank. I've like maybe had two my entire life. They're bad enough to where I like very much avoid doing that. Plus I was never big into like drinking alcohol like to get drunk anyways. Again, mostly just like the fucking aftermath. Like it having a hangover sucks. And it's like, even if it isn't a hangover, just usually like after a night of drinking, I felt like shit, and it never felt worth it, no matter how good like the actual night was. But anyways, I've only been like crossfaded like once or twice, and it was like an even worse hangover. For again, what to me didn't feel worth it. Like the state of being crossfaded was no better than just being either drunk or high. So, yeah, I just avoid it. I just don't do it anymore. I actually haven't gotten drunk in I don't know how long. I stopped drinking pretty much as a whole, like I said, and no, like, I don't give a shit if other people do. If I was at a party or something, I would accept, like, I would accept a drink. I would drink. I just got to be more careful now, you know, because of the diabetes. Obviously, like, basically all forms of alcohol either have sugar or carbs in them. So just not a good idea with the diabetes. And then I was also told by a doctor some years ago that, like, either I have fatty liver disease or, like, I would be, you know, I would have to watch for it. So the last thing I want to do is also damage my liver in the process. So, yeah, like, I just, in day-to-day, I avoid alcohol, but, like, I'll have a drink or whatever if I'm, like, at a social gathering. Hate the feeling of being drunk. Okay, when we get drunk, we sometimes call it, absturs, or seek oh man, shoot yourself, but it translates as shoot yourself. All translated by Google, speaking it would probably be different. Yeah, I'm sure. Dart, if you hate being drunk, well, okay, I'll ask, what is it about being drunk that you don't like? Because I was going to say, oh, if you don't like being drunk, you probably wouldn't like being high either. And I ask what portions of being drunk, like, what is it about the state of being drunk that you don't like? Because it may or may not translate. Because obviously, like, as someone that has been both, they are, it's one of those, like, it's similar but different, you know, like, both alcohol and THC obviously, like, are mind altering chemicals, you know, but they do so in different fashions. I wouldn't, I'm guessing you didn't mean to type Whitestone, but the whole time, okay. The whole time I was drunk, I was stressed. I would say or do something stupid, and I don't like feeling like I'm not in control of my body. Yeah, so that's generally speaking what I remember you always saying about the subject, but I just wanted to be clear and make sure. If that is the case, then yeah, probably not. Because, like, if it was a physical thing, again, it would kind of depend on what your, like, specific answer would be, but if it's the fear of, like, something about how your body is feeling is making you feel less in control, and that triggers a fear response, then I would say probably, like, generally speaking, no. Like, you're likely very right in that it probably wouldn't be best. My only, I guess, caveat to that would be, and I guess sort of a follow-up question of, what was the social situation in which you were drunk? Because clearly, like, part of if part of that fear was that you would say or do something stupid, then I'm guessing you were around other people. But again, was this a more active party type setting, or was this a, like, you were just hanging out with people and had drank so much to get drunk? And I know, obviously, like, it seems like, well, if you're at a party, you're hanging out with people. Yes, but, again, more of like, a large gathering with like a number of people, and like the kind of sort of intention was to like drink to get drunk, versus like, you know, if me and two friends were just hanging out by ourselves for the night watching like a movie or something and decided to drink. Because there's still a difference, to me at least. Because my thing is, I think there's a chance you would be pretty okay high if it was like, especially first time, if it was like literally like just me and you, or if like just like you and Allison were like at home by yourselves and did it, I think there's a chance you would be okay and you would enjoy it. Because I guess the other thing too was whether the time you got drunk was intentional or not, in terms of, was it, oh, I am going to drink this time specifically to get drunk, or it was just a it was just, oh, I'm going to be drinking in this setting and then essentially accidentally got drunk. I was hanging out with my brother and cousin, but there was more stuff to it. I can get into it some other time. Okay. Yeah, like, obviously, like, I'm not pressuring you to, like, divulge the whole thing either if you're not comfortable talking about it. I got drunk by accident because I was drinking with my cousin and wasn't paying attention. Okay. So, even with, like, drinking, you know, context for it matters as well. Like, you weren't expecting it to happen, and so when it did, you know, even if you knew what, you know, because, like, obviously by that point, you would know what getting drunk was. You would know consuming alcohol gets you drunk, and, like, you know how people act while on it. You know, we've been told, you know, we've been educated on the subject all our lives, which again is good. But I think as an individual with an anxiety disorder, even maybe knowing that what was happening was that you were getting drunk, the fact that it wasn't a planned thing, that you were not doing it essentially like mindfully and intentionally, triggered a more like fear of the unknown, which just went into like a panic spiral sort of thing, versus like if you were intentionally drinking to get drunk and then started feeling the effects and started panicking, I think would just be like a very clear like, okay, yep, just don't do it. Versus, you know, like I keep saying, like any sort of like intent to it. I would talk more, but I've got to go give a driving lesson. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're still here. I'm gonna give you a quick. I'm gonna message you after stream. Thanks for stopping by, Dart, and thanks again for the gifted sub. What drinking alcohol gets you drunk? Oh, Quotons, you're here. That's fantastic. Say a prayer to whatever you believe in for me. I will, buddy. Good luck and deep breaths and try to have as much patience as possible. As much as you can in that situation. Have fun. I saw Bigfoot's house today, and then a deer chased me. Huh? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? What could that possibly mean? I'm kind of really looking at myself here on stream, and Yeah. Do these mean again? I'm at Prime. Oh. A star is a sub. Okay. The only times I might get drunk is while... Yeah, so that's something I've always wondered too, is, I guess, like, especially in a country like Germany. Hold on. Exactly what I said. I was in the woods, I saw a primitive hut, and then an angry deer chased me away from his wife and child. Maybe it was the deer's house. Maybe he was chasing you away because you were intruding on the deer's place. Huh? Maybe it was so primitive, as you call, because he doesn't have fucking thumbs. Quotons. Do you ever think about that? No. You only think about yourself. You were on his property. You're lucky he didn't have a shotgun. I've seen that before. Is there anything I can call you on stream that isn't Quotons? If the answer is no, that is fine. I just, am curious. Because you are another individual on stream who is my personal friend in real life. So it feels weird calling you by your screen name, but if that is all you would like to be called publicly on the internet, I perfectly understand, and that is fine. It just feels weird to me. But me feeling weird about something does not trump your personal feelings. Is that loud for you guys? Oh, Dubs, I was asking you a question. Oh, nope. It was a Sam Squanch, for sure. It was like 12 feet tall. Also, I don't care what you call me. I don't have a preference or any attachment to any pretend names or anything. The hut was 12 feet tall, not the deer. Yeah, I figured. 12 feet tall is like normal fucking ceiling height. It didn't make him a giant. Isn't Bigfoot supposed to be like really tall? 12 feet is not tall, like for a structure. 12 foot is like normal ceiling height. The deer was about the height of a deer. Dubs, I think that's the best thing you've ever said. Technically the only thing... yeah, it was just about. The only thing I would say that you've done better than that sentence right there on stream was was when you... Dude, we were... Mon and I were driving home the other day, and she started playing Smooth Criminal, and I could not stop laughing my ass off because I can't hear that song anymore without thinking of your TTS post asking Annie, are you okay? Like 50,000 times over the course of 7 straight fucking minutes. Better than D&D Tour? Oh, that's right. I'll say this. Those are your top 3. Doing the Smooth Criminal TTS for me was incredible. You'll have to try real hard to top that. D&D Tour the other day was genius. And the phrase, the deer was about the height of a deer, is one of my favorite fucking sentences ever. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? Codons, what'd you say? Squatch range from 7 to 12 feet, sure, but a temporary lean-to shelter doesn't need to be big enough for him to T-pose in. I didn't say wide, I just said tall. 12 feet isn't tall. And even with a temporary lean-to, you want to have, like, at least some headroom. Like, you want to be comfy. And also, because you said this thing was a structure. If you found, like, a pile of leaves and sticks and logs and other thing, like, making a makeshift, like, shelter, then, okay, sure. You know, it can be cramped, it just needs to be big enough for him to be able to huddle in and maybe lay down for the night. But if you're saying this was a structure, then even if meant to be temporary, you don't build a structure for, like, overnight. You build that thing for, like, weeks. Days at the least. And so I feel like he would have given himself some wiggle room. I'll send you a video, you tell me. Fucking fine. Dubs, I was saying something to you, and it's fucking gone now. Oh! No, it isn't. I found it. So, yeah, something I've always wanted to know, like, especially for Germany, that is, again, stereotypical maybe, but known for your guys' alcohol and consumption of it. What is the social opinion on getting drunk? My Bigfoot don't wiggle wiggle, it folds. Shut up. Don't say that. I don't care if that's like lyrics to something and that you're just spitting it back, but don't ever fucking say that again. I'll kill you. In GTA, talking about a video game. I'm not trying to be difficult, but look into Squatch lore and you'll find that these TP shelters are a known phenomenon in the Bigfoot hunting circles. Shut up. You shut up too. I'm gonna be honest. I've always known you as a very intelligent person. I've always respected you for your intelligence and how reasonable and logical and scientific you were about, you know, almost every facet of your life and in the way that you thought. But shut up about Bigfoot. Man, it's just Bigfoot's one of those things I do not get into, and it is to me one of those laughable things. Cause there's no fucking way. Like, especially in modern times with all the technology we have and all the surveillance that happens, even in like the fucking wilderness. If even one of those existed on this planet, I would imagine we would have fucking found it by now. Well, not without reason. When there is a big festival, it's okay, I would say, but it's not like an everyday thing. And that's how I did figure, you know, it wasn't like you know, if you're drunk in public, you know, before like the evening, you know, like at like noon or like 2, it would probably be looked down upon. You'd probably be getting some looks and people would judge. But yeah, I think like in America, getting drunk is seen as like a very, very much like a party thing. It's you know, people almost expect you to get drunk for like celebrations, holidays, things of that nature. You know, like your birthday, obviously if you're old enough, you know, like New Year's parties, 4th of July, you know, things like that. It's like, yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of people out drinking tonight. There's going to be a lot of drunk people. Maybe all the Bigfoots are just bears walking up, or hermits with skins. Yeah, that too. Dude, I do wonder if, like, so you see all the time, you know, bears like walking upright, with you know, like untrained, you know, like, but it's like some bears just fucking do it. But again, you're always seeing footage of it. It's, you know, like bears that are usually around people is where you see that. So I do wonder if it's just like, if it is just because bears are around humans, so they see them walking upright all the time, so they just kind of start doing it. Or if, like, in the middle of, like, the wildest part of, like, the Appalachian Mountains, where there's no one for, like, hundreds of square miles, if there's just a black bear just fucking walking around. Because, yeah, like, if I came across that as, like, a hiker or whatever, I would probably think Bigfoot. Like, because there's this tall, you know, 10 to 12 foot tall, big, hairy creature walking around, bipedally in the middle of a forest. So I can understand where like some of those misconceptions may come in. Well, we have to separate drink or getting drunk. Like, really, yes. And so, like, I do mean, like, wasted. Because I know, you know, so I think that's kind of the other difference / misconception here in America, is that a lot of people here, if they hear you say, let's go drinking, that usually equates to let's go get drunk. Very rarely will someone invite you for drinks or to be drinking unless the intent was to get drunk. Usually, in my experience, the only time it isn't is if the invitation was given when you're already hanging out versus beforehand. So what I mean by that is, like, if I went to a group of friends and said, hey, do you guys want to go out drinking Friday night? I would imagine almost everyone there would assume I meant let's go drink to get drunk together. However, if I invited a bunch of friends over, and while everyone was there, I was like, hey, do you guys want a drink? Then it could really go either way, but the intention wouldn't be to get drunk. It would just be like, oh yeah, I'll have a drink or two, you know, just, you know, socially, but it isn't to get drunk. If that makes any sense. I have a response to what you said, but I typed it out and it's super long and I don't want to derail the stream. I don't think what I saw today was a Bigfoot hut. I just thought it was interesting that it aligns with known cryptid lore. I mean, yeah, for sure. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it doesn't. Also, what the fuck do you mean you don't want to derail stream? Do you think, even when I have a plan, do you think there's any structure to this thing? I'm just sitting here talking to you guys until I feel like that's kind of run its course, and then maybe I'll turn Minecraft on. That's all this stream is. There is no derailing, man. If you want to talk about Bigfoot for 3 hours, we'll talk about Bigfoot for 3 hours. I've been jabbering on for a little over an hour at this point anyways. Tell me about Bigfoot. I meant monopolize, I guess. There's 2 of you here. You're only doing half of it. And I don't think Dubs cares if we talk about Bigfoot. Here it's also okay when you're at home, eat something depending on what it is, then go grab a beer or a Radler? Yeah, there's, like I said, like I'm not saying it never happens. I would just say, like, you know, for like overall, like generally speaking, in America, if you asked a group of people to go, if they wanted to go out and have a drink, even if you phrase it that way and say a drink, most people are going to, I think, assume that in one way or another you there's a possible intention there of getting drunk, versus like, you know, again, like especially like at home or even socially, you know, just like, because I would say, like, even if you guys, even if a group of people went out to, you know, again, maybe not a bar, but just like a restaurant that happens to have a bar or serve alcohol, if like everyone got there and, you know, looking over the menu, and when the, you know, wait staff asks what you want, if you know, if one person was like, hey, do you guys want drinks, or like, are we, you know, like, are we gonna get drinks, even then I would say, like, I don't think there would be any like intention to get drunk, because again, you're all out, you're in public, no one discussed it beforehand, so it's like, oh, if this guy drinks too much, what, do I have to drive him home now and we leave his vehicle here? You know, like, there's like all that to think about too. Radler, basic beer plus lemonade. Ooh, that sounds so good. I usually like, I like that kind of stuff. Like, I really like summer flavors. So you know, like, shandies, you know, things like that are, you know, like very like lemony. I already told you once. You did. I remember. Why do I look? Oh God, I shouldn't have shaved. I still got all this. I need to work all that out. So every country has them. What are the beer snobs like in Germany? Like, is it, so in America the big thing is Quotons, what are they called again? Did you ever look into the Art Collab website program I sent you? No, do it again. Send it to me again, because I forgot what it is, and that was a while ago, and that'll take me a while to find again. I don't feel like scrolling through all that. But yeah, so what's the... What the fuck are they called? Like, all of the beers here in America that are, you know, like the IPAs and what the fuck? I cannot think of words today, which is great because I'm a streamer. Craft beers. I didn't even look it up. Yes, thank you. I can't believe I realized that just before you sent that message. But yes, craft beers is basically what they call them here. Generally beers that, like, yes, they are, you know, mass produced in like a large brewery somewhere, most of the time, but are, you know, essentially beers that are like custom made by, you know, companies that are much, much smaller than like anything major. Also, the art thing was called Magma. Got it. Well, they have a favorite brand. They taste kind of different, but not like yours. Again, our beer is only allowed to have... Oh, right, I forgot about that thing. It's only allowed to have 3 ingredients. Everything else is a beer drink or craft beer. Long delay on stream again today, unfortunately. No, I get it. It's cool. Yeah, so you know, obviously, you know, like America has those big, you know, brands, you know, like Budweiser and Coors and the other ones. But basically everything else is either imports or craft beers. And I always hate saying this because of all of the other type of people who say the same shit, but I like craft beers, but not the kind that, like, literally fucking everybody does. Which is, and here's my complaint, most of the craft brew world is only interested in one thing. And most of the time that isn't flavor. Just like the hot sauce industry, where everyone's just trying to bump up those Scoville units to get the biggest number, it seems like the bulk of craft brewery is just trying to bump up that ABV number. Which is... I won't go into the science of it, but it's basically how bitter the beer is. And I hate bitter beers. So, normally, my actual selection of what I have available in craft beers is limited. Licorice beer? Blech. Craft beers are, at least where I live, not that big. You see them once in a while, but yeah. Gotcha. So what would you say... What would you say is... What would you... Either as an American visiting Germany, or maybe possibly something I'd be able to get here, what would you suggest as the beer that is German? Like, if you were to suggest a German beer to me, what would it be? I mean, I like licorice, but in a beer, I don't think so. Well, I guess it also depends on what type of licorice you're talking about, because if you mean black licorice, you can go straight to hell. Is that a weirdly hostile response about licorice? But it's black licorice. Also, I should probably start the Minecraft portion of the stream, given that this is what we're supposed to be doing, and I can also be talking and playing Minecraft at the same time. We'll see how well I do it. Oh, and also, actually, before we get to that, Dubs, while you are simultaneously answering the question about the beer thing, I need a tongue twister for the day. Oh, Quotons, that's like a straight up TP, my dude. That is interesting.
Im dichten fight en dickicht sind dick fischten wichtig, im dichten fight en dickicht nick in dick fischten tutig.
Oh, there's like 2 of them. You guys are just, I forgot I'm on stream. You guys are just watching me watch a video that I'm not even fucking showing you guys. Alright, let's slip these bad boys on. This looks impossible, but I'll try it. My God, having Minecraft open is slowing everything down. Alright, are we here? We're here. In the dense spruce thicket, thick spruce trees are important. The dense spruce thicket, thick spruce trees nod vigorously. Okay.
Im dichten Fichtendickicht sind dicke Fichten wichtig. Im dichten Fichtendickicht nicken dicke Fichten tüchtig.
Dubs, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man. I can't do that. I may save that one for tomorrow, because I don't know if I could do that normally. But there ain't no goddamn way in hell I'm gonna be able to do that right now.
Im dichten Fichtendickicht sind dicke Fichten wichtig. Im dichten Fichtendickicht nicken dicke Fichten tüchtig.
You can fuck yourself, dude. What the fuck is that? Different beers, but try the one of Kloster Feihensteven? Found it in 1040. God damn. Shall I send another one? Yeah, maybe save this one for like tomorrow. Definitely don't send it Wednesday. I'm also gonna look up this beer right now. Kloster Weihensteffen. Ja. Oh, thank God it's a lager. I like lagers. Oh man, do I not have... Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on, I'm sorry. I forgot I didn't have the TTS on this this. Yes, TTS, please. Let me also put on the sound alerts. Okay. Was on the phone with Kate, saw you watched the video I sent, but didn't hear if you said anything. No, I kind of stopped myself because I realized, like, I wasn't talking on stream. I just realized you guys were watching me watch a video you couldn't see. Alright, Dubs, I'm going to or no, I don't have to do that. What am I doing? Let's hear it again. Text to speech. Here we go.
Keeps duopium, brinktopium opium.
That's silly. But I also personally would suggest Gutman, Hefeweizen, or Zweikel Kellerbier. Okay. Good to know. Boink. Shaboo. If you give Opie opium, opium will kill Opie. That's fun. I mean, there is another one, but it is very locally. Like in one city, it is sold, and the next few miles away, it can't be found. Gotcha. I'll be honest, I haven't heard of the other ones. But that doesn't mean I won't be able to find them or get them.
Gibst du Opium, bringt Opium Opium.
Gibst du Opium, bringt Opium Opium. How's that? Gibst du Opium, bringt Opium Opium. Got it. Oh. Good. Yay! Well, I know you tossed me an easy one, but I do appreciate it. Oh, I got a very good. Fuck yeah. Alright, oh boy. Hold on, I'm getting Minecraft up. Okay. Well, shit. Give me a second. Oh, because it's trying to capture the SNES right now. That'll do it. But I need you to capture Minecraft. Please show it. Oh, God, what's happening? There it is. Can also not have that anymore. I'll make absolutely sure it's fit into the screen. Perfect. Alright, guys. So here's the thing. Playing Fallout 76 at another player's camp, browsing his vendor inventory, he logs off and his camp disappears and I go sailing 1,000 feet down a cliff and die. That's fucking incredible. They should have I mean, it's Fallout 76, but they should definitely have something for that. Like, if a player logs out while you are in their camp and, you know, therefore the camp deactivates, you should be teleported to the nearest safest location. Like, regardless of where you are. That's ridiculous, but that's also really funny, I'll be honest. What was I saying? Oh. So if any of you were here for the end of the last time I played Minecraft, you'll know that I fell into a pit of lava and lost everything. So today... today... we're gonna do something else. I don't know what. Actually, I know what we're gonna do. We are gonna... Wow. We're gonna play this world. This world is called Arca Nova, and it's the first creative world I ever made, and I love it. It's just where I kind of build things and try and like interconnect everything together. So today I'm just gonna kind of load into it. We're gonna go creative today. This is a me day. I need a little me time. Like I said, I barely did stream today to begin with. So today we're making me happy. Is it a normal world or flat? It's normal. I didn't do super flat. The only time I do super flat creative worlds are when there is something specific that I am wanting to build and I don't want to have to deal with terrain and everything. Then I'll set it to super flat. But no, this is my world to make a world. If that makes any sense. Because it's normal, it might have to be updated. Maybe. I don't know how to do that though. And you may be right, seeing as it doesn't seem like it's loading. Oh god, what do I do? There's no way to back out. Do I have to just close it and restart the whole thing? Oh god. Oh, did I make an oopsie? You should set up a stream realm so I can harass you in game. It should be automatically. Yeah, it should be, huh? Quotons, I have absolutely considered, oh thank god. I've absolutely considered making a like I want to do something with chat in Minecraft. Like I want us to have like a Minecraft space where like people from the stream can go like meet up and play. But I don't know how to do that, and I don't know if doing so costs any money. If it's not too much and stream is able to keep up with it, I got no problem using, you know, the stream revenue for it. It just depends on how much it costs versus how much I get paid. 3, 2, 1. Can you have fire on Twitch? I guess if you can grill. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, there's a monthly fee for realms, like 15 maybe. Gotcha. See, so the possible problem with that is if I got paid by Twitch no matter what every month, it wouldn't be an issue. Because I have zero doubts that I'd be able to make $15 a month from Twitch. The problem is I have to make at least $100 a month from Twitch to be able to access anything. Because they only pay out once you hit $100. Which is changing to 50. Eventually, like within the year. But you know, like someone out there could donate $15 every month, like to pay for it or whatever. But if I didn't hit 100 within that same month, they would basically just be paying me $15 until it reached $100. You see what I mean? I think it depends on how many people it's for. Gotcha. I'll definitely be looking into it. Oh, wow. I actually spawned right here. Map. Yep. This is a bucket. I guess I could show you guys around a little bit. Oh, I just realized how cringy this is gonna be. Because I'm sure a lot, like I said, I started this, like, this was basically the world that I played when I started playing Minecraft. So, you know, I don't remember how old I was, but it was young. It was teenage, and if you guys remember what you were like as a teenager. That does look pretty cool, though. Oh, yeah, I remember this tower made of lapis. I should have just stopped stream there, huh? Yeah, I have like a rail station essentially over here. That like these, like it all like connects into here into this hub, and then you can take one that way, which kind of goes to like, so this is essentially like the capital. Like there's the like my castle basically, and like the like surrounding town. So yeah, there's one that like goes that way, there's one that goes to a castle out that way. One that I'm really, really proud of. And I don't remember where these two go. I think that one may go to the other castle I'm working on, and I don't remember where that one goes. I know there's a big fucking, like, crater over here. Let's see if it's updated. Can you look up if you can have axolotl spawn eggs in your inventory? Yes. Yep, there's a bucket of axolotl and the axolotl spawn egg, so yes I can. How did you know it was a TNT crater? You shut up. What's happening? Go away. Oh. Yep, that's definitely a full-on TNT crater. Okay, I want to see where this one rail goes, because I don't know. Wow. Oh, goodbye. Oh, there are signs. Okay. So this goes to... God damn it, I thought they were going to be helpful. Oh, the Trans-Noir Railroad. God, I'm so fucking cringy. I'm so sorry. Cart. Well, let's find out, shall we? Get out of the way, cow. Sorry for yelling at you guys. Is this really loud for you guys? I don't know at all where this is going. Woo. In my last round of playing Minecraft a lot, I spent maybe 200 hours creating a color-coded system of... That's not how you get out of this. Oh. I forgot how to get out of a minecar. I think it was Q. So maybe 200 hours creating a color-coded system of pathways that map out a near-infinite system of caves under my map. I wish I could just send you something that let you go and explore that world. It's pretty nuts. That sounds awesome. I don't understand what you said, but it's really... Got it. Oh, alright. I'm looking for tracks. Oh. Rail. Tracks. There we go. Where the fuck am I? Why? Oh! Oh! God damn, this is big. Jesus fucking Christ, what was I making? It's awesome, though. Wow, this really goes all the way up, huh? Well, I found the door. Wow, that is just completely hollow. Well, let's see what falling from this height looks like. Whew. Wow. Oh, this is really neat. Oh. Oh. This is really trippy. Boink. You can build higher now, I think. Oh, awesome. It's like Kame's Tower we're scoring. Now I want to make a DBZ set in MC. Oh, yeah? I'll fucking do it again. Yeah, because if that was the original stopping, like the end of the build height, look at how much further we can go. Oh, I'm also in creative, though. I don't know if that changes anything. Oh, boy. See, that probably would have killed me in survival mode. In a van down by the river. Where the fuck is that rail station? Hello, winter. No, god damn it! Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on, guys. At least tell me that was worth it. Like, that was funny, right? Everything is being ridiculously slow on my PC today. Oh my god, come on. Why does Minecraft continue to be one of the least optimized games ever? Okay. This is good, right? This is a good angle. Okay, that's good enough. What? What did I say? Oh, there it is. I think. Or it's just a random torch I put over here. Oh, no, it's just a... About said pile. It's a thing of lava. I made myself an arrow to know which way to go. Probably, I'm guessing that arrow existed before I fucking built this thing. I have no fucking idea why that is so loud. Shut up. Doves, you're on thin ice. Shut up. Oh, there was also... I made like a glowstone, like, chasm over here that looks super cool. If it would fucking run. Oh, yeah, and it's where there's two different... I made a floating town up there. I forgot about that. But yeah, there's like a floating town up there. And then that rail station goes to the big old mansion that I made. Or castle, or whatever. Thank God there's no signs. That means I didn't name it, and I don't have to show anybody. We can go up to the floating town, though. The old-fashioned way. So what are you guys doing tonight? Did I already ask that? I did in my head, but I can't remember if I did it out loud. This isn't going where I thought it was going. I think I got on the wrong one. I did. Well, there that goes. that was really stupid. Okay, we're just gonna go up there. Using our flying. Oh yeah, I put like 9 beacons over here. I have no fucking clue why. Oh yeah, it's like 2 a.m. for you, isn't it? Man, that is still like, again, I am happy about it, but it is still so weird to me that I'm just like 5 days out of the week, I'm the last thing likely that you're paying attention to before like going to sleep. 1 a.m. Jesus Christ. There needs to be a railing here. Why is this? Oh, that's so thin. Anyways, yeah, it's just like a small little like floating village. And like a temple. Let's go over there. I don't remember what it's for. I may not have filled it in either. Let's go see what's over there. What's so important. What's even this? What's even this supposed to be? Who fucking knows? Okay, it's just an upstairs. Neat. Man, does anyone know? Is there a way to turn a single player map into a multiplayer map? Because it's always been my dream to, like, have people here experiencing this too and just, like, adding on to it. Like, whatever they wanted to do. I did just get up, but okay. Anyways, can you, if you make a Realms server, can you choose a map that you already have? Because that would be fucking great. That would be incredible. That'd be awesome. I would love that. That I would be fine. I would be fine paying for. Man, this is cool. Man, look at that shot, especially with like the moon above it and everything. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That's cool. Minecraft's cool. Forgot I could run. Jump. Enter. Ooh. This is really neat, actually. I don't remember what this is for. Anything up those towers? No. That's a cool thing. Like a crafting table here. I don't know why. This. To Terra Crystallos. Oh, I think that's the region where that castle is built. Well, that just falls off, huh? Oh, that's really pretty, too. It looks like a Wolfenstein 3D map. I don't think so, but maybe you can copy the world and then make it into a realm or something like that. Not sure, though. I'll look it up. I'll have to look it up. That's why I said that. Well, let's go. Oh! I don't know why that exists. I do not know why I fashioned it that way. Oh, I built the fence here for a fucking reason, you goddamn... Just for you, Quotons. I'm not... Was that a diamond sword? Yeah, so here it is. It is pretty cool. Unlike almost all of the other structures in this place, however, this is completely fleshed out. This is completely filled. And we can go through it. I forgot how to go down. It's cute. Yeah. Yeah, let's go inside. Whoop. Oh, it was a window, okay. I thought there was like a brick missing or something. Gold cube. Do you guys hear fire? Maybe it's the music, I don't know. Anyways. Ooh, you know what I love doing with beacons? It's so trippy. Oh, it doesn't do it anymore. Aw, man, it used to be... Oh. Well, whatever. That's still a little trippy. Anyways. Yeah, so here's like the grand hall. The foyer. See, there's 3 doors along the wall, 1 at the end. I think this one's the same. 2 doors along the wall, 1 at the end. And then this staircase leads in 2 different directions. And also to the ballroom, which has a balcony up there. Is a big old golden ballroom. Nice view out to the back. Put colored glass on the beacon? Ooh, I didn't know you could do that anymore. I didn't know anymore. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, let's play this as like a chat's choose your own adventure. Alright, so you come in, you see a door to the left, a door to the right. Basically, where are we going? Are we going to a door on the left, a door on the right, or do we go up the staircase and go left or right? What do you guys want? That tone feels weird. Stairway to the left. Got it. Alright, so yeah, going up here. Oh, there's some art. We've got the orange room. Okay, yeah, so I think this is basically all like guest quarters. So each room is basically, I think they're all the same, they just have a specific... Hold on. I love the music in this game, but this is way too loud. Wow, even 20 for whatever. Yeah, basically these are bedrooms. And they just are named after the carpeting that they have. So and that's why, like, I'm not going to go through every single one of them. That's just what they are. Change the bed and the colors right now. Oh, right. That's a thing now, too. I'll have to keep that in mind. Yeah, so there's the yellow room, the orange room, the blue, and violet rooms. And then the black room and the white room. So at the end of the hall, we have the gray room, which I think is like a little bigger. Oh, it's more like it's a sitting space. Yeah, it's like it's an office. Yeah, because there's the sofas, this table, and a desk. There's a lot of things in here that can be updated. You know, obviously I just used what I had at the time, you know, like a decade ago. Okay, do we go left or do we go right? Right seems to lead to a staircase, and left turns down a hallway. I ain't got nothing to drink. I drank my whole cup. Do we go left? Or do we go right? Left or right? Left or right? Right, please. Okay. Let's go right. Goes up the stairs. Oh, we're in another hallway. Ah, more guest rooms. The brown room. The cyan room. The lime room. And the green. What's the difference? Oh, yeah, fair enough. The lime and the green room. And then... I think I'll just go ahead and go... Oh, no, okay, so there is more. So, do we go up the staircase or into the room in front of us? Choose your adventure. Ooh, this would make for an like a really cool like YouTube choose your own adventure D&D video series. Okay. All right, going into the room. Still very nice view. Can kind of see the other towers from here. And this leads into basically a big empty room that is filled with snow. Oh. So again, this is a snowy biome. And so when I was building the room, you know, I did floors first, then walls, then the ceiling. And so it started snowing, so the snow just gathered in here, and I just got too lazy to go through and clear it out. But I should. So then we will, after I do this, we'll go back and go up the staircase. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Alright, so going up this set of stairs, we get to... looks like just a room. Still a pretty nice view. Well, it looks like a meeting room of some sort. Oh, okay, so this was... I think this is the continuation of that hallway. Yes. And there were no doors on this side. Okay, so yes, that just wraps around that hallway. Ooh. Why didn't I install rails on this? Okay, so this is the tower on this side. Which means, if I'm correct, that this tower will open back up into the... This tower should open back... Yep! Oh, nope. Oh, this is a big room. Yeah. This is from the outside. This is the like big window that was up here. Well, so that's where we came from. So where do we want to go from here? We'll say, here's what I'll say before you answer. Door 1, 2, 3, or 4. Oh, I have a question out of theme. Do you have an idea for a simple vegetarian meal for me to cook? And also 3. If you've got chicken broth, tomatoes, basically really any form, and either like some milk or cream, you can make a tomato bisque soup pretty easily. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna call it. I think 3 leads to the balcony of the ballroom. I was correct. Yeah, this is the balcony of the ballroom. All right, well that was door number 3 down. What time is it? Oh. All right. I know it wasn't too much, and that it really wasn't anything. But oh, I'm frozen. Send help. Okay. Oh, it's okay, man. I know. But yeah, I'm actually gonna end stream there today. I still got to get my dinner ready as well. Raid? Yeah, we will go ahead and raid. Let me get Minecraft closed. So my computer will actually work. And then we will raid somebody. Last time I checked, Luna was on, so we may raid Luna if she's still on. Actually, while this is making up its mind, I can go look. Let's see who's on. Oh, Havoc is on. We'll probably raid Havoc, actually. They're always super nice whenever we raid. I was hoping Uncle Bucket was on. Well, I don't want to just be sitting here in silence. I'll at least give you guys some music. Come on, you can do it. Jesus Christ. Minecraft sucks up so much fucking processing power. Like, I still do not understand how this game can be so poorly optimized. would be interesting which clip Uncle Bucka would have shown. For real, man. It was what, like 3 times in a row. It was just the one of Hunter scaring me. So I just thought, because like he said the same thing. He's like, man, it's been that clip every time, and I'm like, what? Does your thing like, I just figured it was, you know, like his thing just grabbed the top clip of the channel that raids. But he was like, no, it's supposed to be random every time. So I was like, okay, then yeah, I guess just weird luck of the draw that it keeps doing that one, because like I have plenty of other clips. And then last time it of course pulled up the fucking one where I had my drawers up to my nips. I wish I could make the TTS just Yelp. Well, Quotons, while you can't necessarily do that, I don't know what you're watching on, but we do have sound alerts that you can pay bits to activate, and one of them is a jump scare that is meant to terrify me. So hey, that is always a possibility. It is in chat's hands. That's all I'll say. Ooh, actually, you know what? You know who you know what? You know who? You know what? I wish I had just done that to be funny. With any sort of intention behind it. But that's just what happened. Okay, Luna is on. Okay, here's who I'm gonna send you to. I have never met this person. I have not watched their stream. Technically speaking, we've only talked once, and it was openly on Twitter. But I'm gonna send you guys to another Sirius. I was on Twitter. I made a comment on someone else's, some other streamer's thing. I think it was Cooter. And then I see someone named Sirius Revenge commented on it, or liked it, after I liked it. And I just, to myself, I was like, oh, that's interesting. But then they messaged me and were like, you know, we got in like a funny little back and forth about our names. So, alright, I am actually going to send you guys to this other Sirius. And, that'll be that. You guys know the usual thing. Facebook, Twitter, Discord, YouTube, donations. I love you guys. Thank you all for being here and for making my day a lot better. I love you. Goodbye.
I'm literally just going to slap these bad boys down. I do not care if they look good right now. I'll sort that another time. We need to pull in the energy for the dice. Sirius Brightstar, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. It was a pleasure meeting you and having you added from Twitter. Hey, Sirius.